Number 2, I will make your name great. One day God asked me, "What is your name?" I answered, "Shepherd." He asked again, "What is your name?" "Your other name." And I was baffled. I did not know what to say in response, and God revealed to me that a name is anything that identifies with you. It is not only your birth name, but your business is also your name. Your ministry is your name. Your book is your name. And your project is your name. It is anything that is tied to your identity. This is what God is saying He will make great. In this nation, not only will God make your birth name great, but He will also make great every entity that is tied to your identity. Why a name? The Bible records that after Abraham left his father's house and set off for the promised land, God appeared to him and said, I quote in Genesis 17 verses 5, "Neither shall thy name any more be called Abram, but thy name shall be Abraham, for a father of many nations have I made thee." Notice that God is dealing with a name because God made Abraham's name great. Here we are over 6,000 years later, still reading about Abraham and learning from his work. Is it not that having one's name being made great? Yet today we have many Christians whose names are no weight at all. So much that they are not even known in their own community, let alone country. No one knows of their company or ministry. Your name must be made great. I see it in a vision and so right. I see there are people God is raising and making their name great for His kingdom. In His days, people heard of Abraham and began to say, "The God of Abraham." Even God considered Abraham and said, "I am the God of thy father, the God of Abraham." Exodus 3 verse 6. No wonder generations after him all bowed to the God of Abraham. God made the names of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego great in all the land, before the people, nation, and tongue, that the king Nebuchadnezzar blessed their God and declared. In Daniel 3 verses 29, "Therefore I make a decree that every people, nation, and language which speak anything amiss against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces, and their houses shall be made a dunghill, because there is no other God that can deliver after thy sword." I am seeing it. Your family will say, "I am looking for the God of my sister. I want your God." This is God's promise to make every nation, people, and tongue to seek your God. It is for His glory. I see them in a vision. God did not stop working with names. In the book of Philippians chapter 2, we see God making Jesus' name great because of His obedience. His name had to be made great so that every nation, person, and tongue would acknowledge God. I quote, "Let go of that demonic mentality that is comfortable with being average. Do not be content with just getting by. That is the deception of the devil." As you're reading this book, I see God making you great. Let go of that demonic mentality that is comfortable being average. Do not be content with just getting by. That is the deception of the devil. You are not like everyone. You were called to stand out. Your name must ring a bell. Yours must be a household name. Begin to think bigger than yourself. It is for the glory of the King. God is making your name great for the sake of His kingdom, to a level that if you're working for an international company, even if the head office is far away in France, China, or USA, they will hear about you. People in high places will hear about you and want to do business with you. God made Solomon's name great, so great that the Queen of Sheba traveled all the way to learn from him. I am not a preacher who preaches that which I have no testimony of. I do not preach from the other people's experiences. I preach from my own experience with God. I am declaring to you what I have seen. I have received phone calls from high profile officials and countries I do not even know, requesting business partnership with me. I even had them ask me to do business with them, saying that they have put down the whole investment sum and I only have to be part of their project. This can only happen when God has made your name great. But God will only do this to those who will catch this revelation of the Jesus nation, just like the woman with the alabaster oil in Matthew 26 verse 13. These are the people who are ready to break everything they are and have built in the secular nation and run away with this revelation for the sake of the kingdom.